are we doing? How are we doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to this webinar to start February, the months of love and friendship, and also the months of business, the months in which we are going to talk a lot about artificial intelligence applied to business, because I've seen that for a long time now. There's been a lot of talk about ChatGPT, about artificial intelligence, but I realize that many entrepreneurs, many business owners say, oh yes, how nice, but they're looking at it from a distance. And the other reason is that it's still not very clear what the usefulness and benefits are for us in using all this technology. Beautiful for our businesses and our companies. And that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to ground it for you in what I believe can be useful for you. I'm going to show how we are using it to improve sales, reduce costs, and be more efficient in business. So it's a great pleasure to meet those of you I haven't had the pleasure of meeting yet. To introduce myself, my name is Luis Cordoba Fernando. I am an Ecuadorian entrepreneur who has been involved in the business world since 2013. And so I live passionately starting businesses, developing them, and advising many companies and businesses. We currently have clients in 18 countries that we can serve, and we have prepared for the first time this webinar for businesses or companies that are looking for more solutions and results rather than simply being amazed by artificial intelligence. Understand it and apply it to the day-to-day of your businesses. So welcome. I would love to greet you all. I'd like to know which cities you are connecting from so I can talk with you and hear a little bit about your businesses. Me too. So I'm going to start greeting people from the countries that are here. I see someone from Cali, Colombia. Fernando, welcome to Cali. Welcome. Fernando as well. Here we have Rosario from Bogota. Welcome, Rosario. I see here on the other platform someone from Lima, Peru. Fernando Castro. Welcome, Fernando, as well. We are joined by Rocio Sierra from Guayaquil. It's great to see you, Rocio. It's been a while since we last saw each other. It's great that you're here and that you're interested in these topics. Let's see. I see Osvaldo from Guayaquil, my city. Well, I live here in the beautiful city of Guayaquil. I love it. He's also from Quito, Fernando. Excellent, Fernando. Welcome. I see someone from Manta. How nice. I was in Manta just a few weeks ago. How beautiful it is, right? They are building a spectacular park. And how nice. Let's see here. Osvaldo is here from Guayaquil. Osvaldo Vegas, a friend of Rafael. That's cool. I run into Rafael at the gym every day. I hope Rafael is here. No, because he has been asking me for a long time that he wants to be here. I want to know, well, here's the opportunity. Over here. Tito Mayorga from Ambato. I have to go to Ambato these weeks. In about a week or two, I'll be over there in the land of flowers and fruits. And my dear friend Leo, he is a coach. Go on, follow it. Once he did an exercise with me that blew my mind, and I hope to do it again, Leo. He goes to the mountains and talks to you about business, about life. During the journey, I loved it. I have recorded in my mind a reflection he shared with me is that when you move forward in life setting goals, right? So you keep moving forward. And when you reach the top, in this case, it was in person because he made me climb the Hilalo in Quito. He said, when you reach the top, you realize there are other higher mountains, and then they become aspirational to conquer. Well, I loved it. I always have the photos on my phone from when we went, Leo. It's great to see you, my brother, here. And well, let's make the most of this too. And Chris Rios from the Pearl of the Pacific, Guayaquil. Welcome, Chris and my friend, Rafael Granda. We met in university during the political era, and it was a great support. I remember so much of the innate support we had during this beautiful stage. It was Rafael's. And look at what life is. Business brings us together again. And it's a pleasure to have you here, my brother. David Sierra from Bucaramanga, Colombia, welcome. Well then, welcome everyone. Let me introduce myself a bit for those who still don't know me. I am an Ecuadorian entrepreneur. I am 35 years old. And currently, I manage a business group called Grupo Estrategos, where we have several business units. We sell a software in which we help businesses and companies to digitalize and manage all their sales and marketing processes. From there, a beautiful software. It's a CRM for those who don't know. I'll explain a bit more about that. I've had the pleasure of being there in person, giving courses, and training entrepreneurs in 17 countries. And today, I dedicate a large part of my time to helping businesses and companies truly transform digitally and to multiply their results using beautiful technologies like what we're going to talk about today, AI chatbots on WhatsApp, among others. And I lead all these business units that you see here. I am the general director. So we have, for example, accommodation businesses in 4 countries, Ecuador, Colombia, Peru, and Bolivia, like Airbnbs. In Ecuador, for example, we are the host with the most properties. We are the ones with the most Airbnbs in Ecuador. We have a training company. We have a furniture cleaning company, which I am going to talk to you a lot about today, because that's where we implemented the chatbot and managed to significantly reduce costs. We have a company, a recruitment company, a dental clinic, among others. So, well, it's a little bit to summarize for you, but I know that you come here to see results, to see what exactly can be done, how it can be done. And well, that's what we're going to show you. There, Osvaldo says that I once stayed in the cube. Ah, that's great. That you're a client too. Of course, I'm actually right there at the moment. This is where I have my little recording studio. Excellent, Osvaldo. I'm glad you were a client too. Well, let's go. Let's put some effort into this. And first, I want you to see what's happening in the lives of humans. I'm going to share with you. Just let me know if you can hear me well. Okay, I'm going to show you this. And here it goes. Look, this chart was given to me by my dad. It left me speechless, right? It's a bit about the evolution of what we're dedicating our time to. That to what we've been dedicating our time to. In the last 75 years, look how before family and children were the priority. And online is at 0, right? Here it is, online, it's at 0. And look, as time goes by, how practically in the 90s, in the 2000s, the whole internet thing started. And look how it has been growing, right? Look how starting from 2008, 2009, it became one of the priorities. 2016, 2018, 2019, 21, 2024, folks. Look at this craziness, right? And this, I think it leads us to a conclusion that nowadays people live 2 lives. The life in atoms, which is the one where I see myself with Rafael at the gym, where we can give each other a hug, right? When Leo took me to the mountain to give me this coaching session, those are the atomic lives that we live every day. And there is the life in bytes, which is the one where we are currently connected with you, which is a 100% digital life. Increasingly, we dedicate more time to it, to this life in bytes. And I think that that's interesting because it allows us that as a company, we should aim for what's coming in the next few years, which is definitely becoming more digital. At the beginning of this year, 2025, the World Economic Forum, he makes a report of an analysis that they do in the world about where they consider where the world is heading in business, in this case, in the workplace. And I have summarized it for you. I am also going to share this report with you because I think it is important for every entrepreneur, every businessman to be constantly analyzing these things and seeing what decisions to make in our businesses. But I've summarized the most important topics here. First of all, in summary, what does the report say? He says, look, regarding artificial intelligence, they've done an analysis for 2030, what's going to happen in the next 5 years. And in summary, what you see here, the gray dots are the jobs that will remain as such. What you see in green are the jobs that will be created in the next 5 years. And what's in red are the jobs that will be lost in the next 5 years. So in that first overview, we can understand that there will be more jobs created than jobs lost. That's the first summary of the report. I share it with you so you can read it all. And here they tell us what the main jobs they estimate will be created in the next 5 years are, which will gain a lot of strength and which on the other hand will be the jobs that will start to fade away. Why is this important? First, because it would be good that we should analyze which positions we will need to hire for in the next 5 years. Let's see how many we already have from now and which ones we don't. And we should start looking at which ones we could begin with. So, look. Here I have them in Spanish. The jobs that will grow the most, the positions that will definitely be among those we'll need to hire in the next 5 years. First, a big data specialist, which is data analysis as such, vintage engineer, which are technologies related to the financial sector, artificial intelligence specialists, software developers, security specialists, data, pure tech stuff, user experience designer. Well, notice that almost 80% is related to technological issues, the jobs that are going to be lost in the coming years. Postal deliveries, bank tellers, store cashiers. Look at how all of this inventory management, the trend is actually for them to start disappearing. As such, it's important to have a snapshot and keep it on the radar so we can analyze it. So, then, in this analysis, another important topic is that what are going to be the jobs that suddenly from those that already exist, which ones are being maintained and still have a growth gap that aren't necessarily technological? And on the other hand, which ones are in the gray area? Which ones are being also declining? So look, the topic of agriculture, according to the World Economic Forum's forecast, is going to grow. The topic of agronomy is going to develop a lot. I mean, we're going back to the field, right? We're going back to the field in the next 5 years. Now, I understand why Bill Gates bought thousands of acres to dedicate to agriculture. Well, topics related to driving, steel for deliveries, software development, everything that has to do with structures. There's going to be a lot of growth in home delivery services and space restoration, among other things. And well, here are some summaries of what is also being reduced. In conclusion, what does this report say? In the next 5 years, there are going to be more jobs created with artificial intelligence than the ones that will be taken away. And here's something interesting happens, right? When one talks about artificial intelligence, many times they think it's just robots, but no, there's a difference. One thing is automation and robots, and another thing is artificial intelligence. So, according to this report, artificial intelligence and data processing goes to grow and will create new jobs as such, many more than those it takes away. Watch out for that. However, everything related to automation and robots is going to take away many more jobs than the automation in robots will create. So, it's important because sometimes they say, no, it's just this. No. It's just that they are two different things. One thing is artificial intelligence, and another thing is automation and robotization. So, in companies, everything related to robotization and automation is going to take away many jobs compared to what it will generate. And everything that specifically has to do with artificial intelligence is going to create many new positions as such. Okay. Here I have the summary for you. For those who want to read it this weekend, scan the QR code, or I'll put it here on the screen so that I have two for you, right? The original one, The one from the World Economic Forum, I'm going to send it to you in PDF, and one that we've summarized with the main topics of interest. I'll put it on the screen for you, and I'll also share it with you in text in the chat. Milagro is going to help me share them with you so that you have them and can download them. The official report and the summary that we have prepared for you. We're both happy to share them with you so you can take a look and get ready, right? Because this is also about getting ready for everything that's coming. Okay, well, we're going to share it with you now in the YouTube chat so you can see it. Or for those who don't message me on Instagram, I'll send it to you too so you have it. Good. Very good. I want here talk about a case that just happened to us. I was just working with two companies. One is a company that sells machines, printing, sublimation, among other things. And I spoke with the businessman. It's a very large company. And he was telling me, hey, Luis, I definitely want to implement all these processes, all these technological topics. His sales are traditional sales, selling equipment and machinery, and they sell to businesses. And well, we were very eager to help them with the processes. So we told him, we did the analysis of the company and said, yes, it can be done. But first we need to know, for example, who leads the sales team. No, Luis, I don't have it. That's what my wife does, and she's not fully dedicated to it, among other things. Okay. And how do you handle that? What do you mean? No, I handle everything. I mean, he practically wanted to, but it wasn't set up yet as such. And for me, the most important thing is the mindset of the businessman, your mindset, how you're facing it. Because many, and in the case of this particular client, wanted to have the benefits as such, but he wasn't willing to pay the cost. Personal and as a company, what you need to understand and be able to apply all these things. So one of the things I asked him was, hey, well, how's your sales team doing? No, well, my sales team is older. At most, they handle WhatsApp, but they're not very tech savvy. Well, it's that you have to prepare yourself for what's coming. And if you need to create another sales team, you have to do it. But you need to build a team that's willing to understand and handle this kind of technology. So he wasn't willing to pay that price. And obviously, no matter how much the platforms could help them, no matter how much artificial intelligence could assist their sales, he didn't achieve results. Okay. And many times it can be disappointing until suddenly they're ready, have the right mindset, and can get involved in this world again. And then there was the other case of some clients and friends who have a swimming club company where they offer classes for kids, for young people, for adults. And look how much it cost them then to take the step. But I think the most important thing is that they have had the right mindset. They understand where the world is going and what they need to aim for. And they have made the adjustments. They have paid the price of the discomfort that comes with getting involved in artificial intelligence, using it. And a few weeks ago, I spoke and I was very pleased that they told me that they have reduced their staff because now, with artificial intelligence, they're getting better results and in a more efficient way than when they were managing it with humans. So it's nice to say how you can optimize yourself. And now I'm going to talk to you about my own examples in our businesses, how we've been applying it, and the results it has generated for us. Okay. And for this, I want to explain an analogy that I loved when I learned it because I thought how important this is. When making decisions in life, one can make three types of decisions. The first are hat decisions, right? Like this one I have here. I already have a hat. So these are the hat decisions. This is a Colombian hat, right? Where here we have, for example, the Tucuila straw hat from Ecuador, right? the Panama hats, which is a misnamed term because it's actually an Ecuadorian hat. There are times when we make hat decisions, right? I'm going out today, I put on my little hat and I say, well, you know what? No, I don't like this one for today. I'm going to wear this other one, right? So I change and put on my Colombian hat. And suddenly I say, no, I'm not going to wear the Colombian hat today. And I put on this other hat that my friend Gustavo from Riohacha, Colombia, from La Guajira gave me, right? Then I put on this other one. So that's the first type of decisions that we can make. Are the hat decisions? They are very quick to change. That suddenly, if you don't like something, well, you just change it and that's it. And they have that ease. Second, there are the haircut decisions. So I just got my haircut last week. And if I wanted to change my haircut, maybe I have to wait about 30 days. It's not as immediate as the hat decision. And the third type of decisions are tattoo decisions. These are the decisions that you make and you go with them, knowing that everything will go that way. And it's very hard to back out or change. So why am I telling you this analogy? Because many times I think we are not aware of the type of decision we are making. And it's very important that every day we know what decisions we are making. And in these cases, for example, if you are going to get into AI, you can approach it as a hat decision, like I'm going to get involved. And if it doesn't work out, I can just back out and nothing will happen. Or you can see the whole topic of artificial intelligence as a haircut decision. Well, I'm going to try it for a month to see how it goes. And if it doesn't work out, no big deal. I'll just back out. Or they might, rather. See the decision to get involved in artificial intelligence as a tattoo. Let's see. I'm going to tattoo this topic in the company because for me, it's not an option to back out of artificial intelligence. Because I know that's where business is headed. That's where humanity is headed. So, my recommendation, if you're going to get into artificial intelligence, get into it like a tattoo. Take the decision like a tattoo. I mean, it's not something to try out right now. It's something you all need to aim for. And now there are wonderful things, right? For example, artificial intelligence. Today, when you have an internal meeting with your team, you can audit the effectiveness you're having. It can assist you via WhatsApp. I'm going to show you examples of how we use it to assist via WhatsApp in some of our businesses. Artificial intelligence can help us be more efficient, audit the effectiveness of work teams, among many other things, create content, give us ideas, and more. So keep a close eye on this. So you have it on your radar. And let's get to what we came for. The webinar is clearly called How to Set Up Robots with ChatGPT for WhatsApp. And that's what I'm going to teach you now so that they can see how complicated it is, how easy it is, and that they can use it in their businesses because they are opening up thousands of opportunities for those who understand, master, and manage this in their businesses. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the case. This is one of the companies we have. It's called Like New. We clean furniture, mattresses, carpets. In different cities where we have operations, and the graph you see on the right was the cost of how much it cost us to make a sale. What does this mean? Let's say we spent $200 on Facebook advertising in 1 week. And if we were investing $200 a week and making 10 sales a week, you divide what you invested by the number of sales. And it gives you a factor that is the customer acquisition cost per ad. So in business today, it's really nice because when you have this factor, businesses become mathematical. You put in $200, you get 10 customers. You put in $400 and you get 20 customers. Right. So it cost us practically all of last year. Between $18, $20, $25. For each customer, we would give $20 as a goal, and it would bring us one customer. And we do weekly measurements, and there was a very important change. Exactly. The first weeks of November, in which we were able to implement the chat with artificial intelligence, we got involved, studied the topic, and put it into practice. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been beautiful. Because on average, what it cost us in 2024 up until October, it was $18.50 to make a sale. There are the metrics. In October, it cost us $20.76, but on average, it was $18.50. Ladies and gentlemen, step back. Look at how we managed to reduce the cost per sale, just because that has been the only change we've implemented. Chatbot with artificial intelligence. We managed to reduce the cost per sale only because it's been the only change we've implemented. AI chatbot through WhatsApp. These days, it costs us $3.50 to make a sale. So we set a goal of $35. And before, I would get 1.5 sales. Or 2 sales here, 1.5 sales, 2 sales. Now we put in $35 and we get 10 sales. And I'm going to explain the analysis. This isn't just some crazy thing. And I'm going to explain how we manage it and how much it costs us to have this technology to amaze you. In the analysis we did, we realized that when we only had humans handling the sales process, the person saw the ad. Let's say they were having lunch, right? So I'm having lunch. And I see the ad that pops up, clean your furniture, right? And the person would click. But it turns out, we took almost 20, 15, 25 minutes to send them the next message. We would say, thank you, what would you like to clean? And the person would tell us the living room furniture, right? But we were practically taking 10, 15, 20 minutes to get back to them. Great, how many seats are there? And they would say, it's a 3-seat sofa and 6 dining chairs. So we were taking 15, 20 minutes, and we realized that those delays that we were having of 15 to 20 minutes. For each response, it made a lot of customers finish their lunch. And they stopped responding because they started working, and then a meeting would come up, and the message would get lost, leaving a lot of messages unanswered. What's beautiful about this and why? In our analysis, we managed to reduce the customer acquisition cost so much. Because the robot, on the other hand, responds to you immediately. So, if you have a customer who's up at 3 in the morning, wide awake, and sees your ad, you have someone who responds to them in real time. All the conversations and all the inquiries they have as such. Okay, then. Let's do an example so you can see how this works in real time. As such, I'm going to show you some things here. For example, this is. I'm going to share my screen with you. And I want you to see how this beautiful magic happens. Okay. Let's put this here, present. I'm going to share my screen with you. Presenting. Okay, I'm stopping the share. I'm going to share my screen with you. I'm going over here. Ready. Well, This that you see here, it is the platform on which we carry out control of the business. This is a CRM where we've integrated ChatGPT to handle inquiries via WhatsApp, just like that. And look at this beauty, right? 7 minutes ago, while I've been here with you, someone just wrote, and it's taking care of it. The customer wrote at 11:24, and at 11:24, the AI robot responds saying, "Good morning, I'm Jenny from Como Nuevo. I'm here to help you with cleaning your furniture, carpets, or mattresses. What would you like to clean?" It hasn't responded yet, but look how. It replies in real time. Look, this one came in 9 minutes ago. So the artificial intelligence, as I was explaining, responds immediately. And that, was written 50 minutes ago. Let's see, look. So, here it was written at 10:41. The person still hasn't responded. And exactly 15 minutes later, he sent her an automated message. So far, no human has stepped in, okay? And look how, 5 minutes later, it even sent some little eyes on WhatsApp automatically. Okay. So, this is a beauty, because you can manage this whole process. And I'm going to show you now some cases where we've already interacted. For example, look at this person. Here, the person wrote, at 11:43 p.m. I was definitely asleep by that time on Thursday, January 9th. But the robot with artificial intelligence replies to them. They said, good evening, I hope you're doing well. To help you better, could you tell me your name? Look, Villikers. Thanks, look. 11:45 p.m. Could you tell me which city? In Guayaquil, up north. Do you want to clean living room furniture? Look at that beauty. Everything happened until midnight. The robot with artificial intelligence even gave them the price. And here, it was left pending to schedule the service later on. I mean, it's a beauty of the sales processes, and that's how everything is kept nice and organized. And once the robot with artificial intelligence finishes the process, that's when a human steps in to handle the conversation. So, in these cases, for example, check out how Jenny comes in to talk to them once the robot has gathered the information. And basically now, the role of humans no longer has to be just providing information, but rather closing the sale itself. So, look, this client wrote to us today. There's the video he saw in the ad, and here he's asking us if we can cover the mattress after cleaning it. Look at that beauty. And everything is centralized there, so we can have all the communications in one place. In excellence. And you can keep track of it automatically. It works. And look, here it transfers to a human to continue the conversation and handle it beautifully, folks. This strategy, simply put, it reduced our customer acquisition cost of clients. A very simple strategy, and look at how they just keep coming in. Listing. And it's not like the robots from before, right? Those old robots used to give silly answers, or sometimes they weren't very smart. Let's say, right? So, let me give you another example, so you can see how it works in real time. So if you tell him something that you don't offer, you can train him. And it gives you smart responses based on what you've trained it on. Now I'm also going to show you how. Watch out, you can connect this robot to Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, whatever you want, okay? Whatever you want, just like that. And something very important is also, that. Keep in mind, it works 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. It doesn't ask for a raise. It doesn't get sick. Right. It's a beauty. So, look at how I have all the conversations listed here that we're having over WhatsApp and how the robot is handling everything beautifully. Here I have, for example, this was the last chat. I'm going to give you an example here so you can see it in real time. Look, there I am. I'm going to message the robot with artificial intelligence. Hi, look. I just wrote to the artificial intelligence robot so you can see how it works. So, as soon as I send the message, the robot is going to respond on WhatsApp. It already replied to me. See, hi, I'm Jenny. I'm Jenny from Como Nuevo. What would you like to clean? So I'm going to type, I want to wash the car. I'm going to tell it something that I don't do. So, look, when I reply that I want to wash the car, the artificial intelligence robot says, I'm sorry, but we currently only offer cleaning for furniture, carpets, and mattresses. Would you like to clean any of these items? Yes. I want to clean. I'm going to say 2 words to him that aren't in what he's telling me, right? He tells me furniture, right? But I'm going to say, I want to clean a sofa. 5 dining chairs. So, since it's an intelligent robot, it understands that the sofa and the 5 dining chairs, they're living room furniture. It replies to me and is already giving me the price. What city are you in? I'm going to say that I'm in Cuenca. And look, since he knows that we're not in Cuenca, he's going to respond that we don't have service in Cuenca. Before, folks, this whole process took us a lot of time and it was really expensive. Let them do it. Let humans do it. Now a robot with artificial intelligence does it beautifully. It's being trained. Here, Den just asked an interesting question. He says, did you have to program all that? Folks, it's way easier. I'm about to explain to you how difficult or not it is to do this. So, in general, we're ready to go ahead with your cleaning. It's asking me for the date, right? I want tomorrow. I want tomorrow. Tomorrow. Oh, look how. For example, I'm going to mess up the writing. I want it tomorrow at 9 in the morning. Not even Anna. So, if I write something wrong, the artificial intelligence interprets it, and you'll see, let's see what it tells me now, right? Look, so it would be for tomorrow at 9 in the morning. What a beauty, folks. And it's asking me now to send a picture of the furniture so that the human can confirm that it's actually correct. That's the price. And just confirm the amount. I don't want to just leave them with the eagerness to see. I want you to see how it is set up so you can see. It's nothing out of this world. So, you really need to have a system like the one we use. And look how easy it is to set it up. This is an application called PowerBot, which allows us to set up this kind of chat with artificial intelligence. And the chatbot, now that Den mentioned it, how do you set this up? It's as simple as this, and you can do it in less than an hour. The most important thing is this that you see here, which is the prompt. In the prompt is what you train the robot with artificial intelligence. What do you want me to say? The prices to send the links, among other things. I'm going to show you the prompt that I currently have trained for mine. So, look, this is the prompt. Right now, we already have it in 5 businesses, okay. But this one is for the furniture cleaning company. There, you should be seeing it now. So, you're a pre-seller. Your name is Jenny from Como Nuevo, a company specialized in furniture cleaning. Your first goal is to introduce yourself and ask questions to validate the buying profile. For this, you need to find out what the person wants to clean. It could be living room furniture, dining chairs, mattresses, carpets, or cargo seats. We're not able to handle any other cleaning requests. Second, we need to check if the person wants it in Macala, Guayaquil, or Quito. If the request is for any other city, we're not able to handle it. In case of furniture cleaning, we need to ask about the number of seats. If it has 1 to 8 seats, it's $100 and give a 55% discount. If it has 9 to 12, it also gives a 55% discount. And look at how I'm training the robot. It's like you're training a salesperson for your company, but with a quick turnaround. Here's what we charge for cleaning mattresses and carpets. And here it says that if it is not achieved, interact with the person, transfer them to a human. You all know the contact rate. Right now, we have it at 75%. When we were only handling things with humans, our contact rate was 25%. That's what boosts sales. And you just have to set it up. That's it. This is it. This, too, folks, is a robot with artificial intelligence on WhatsApp. A beauty. Don't worry, because if any of you want to dive deeper into these topics, we're going to offer you an alternative to help you out. Okay. All right. I want to go back. I want to go back to this. So you know how much it costs, so those who are interested can keep going, and for those who aren't, well, nothing happened. So, I already showed you the practical case, a real case, from us. It's not that I read it or saw it on the internet. No, folks, it's us in Latin America. Operating. We have operations in Ecuador, Colombia, Peru, and Bolivia. Look at the results we're generating here. It's a beauty. How has it benefited us? How can this type of technology benefit you? Reduce customer acquisition costs by having immediate responses and having more productive and efficient teams, because humans no longer have to be doing the repetitive operational tasks. Now they can focus solely on making calls and providing a much more emotional, much more personalized attention to the customer, instead of answering robotically all the messages. That's something a robot does, right? And you can do a lot more with less. In the case of the company I mentioned to you, swimming training, they used to have 3 people in sales, and now with just 1 person, they can handle the same productivity. Look at how much they're saving in management, because now you have a robot that does that work and it costs you a lot less. We're going to talk about costs now. All right, let's keep going. What is this technology made with, and what is the cost to implement it in your company? First, you need these 4 applications. For applications, folks, fuller. First is the software, the system where you're going to manage the clients, which is what we use. Yes. Bitrix 24. I'm going to give you a bit of an overview so you can understand what this platform does. This is the software. Here we manage all the businesses we have, the processes, sales, marketing, reporting, and analytics. Well, this is a great system. Those who don't know and haven't digitized their data need a platform to link all these technologies. This is a CRM. The acronym stands for Customer Relationship Management. It is for customer relationship management so that you can connect artificial intelligence, connect Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, add robots, automations. Look, for example, how we have armies of bots in our businesses. Look at this beauty. You're going to tell me that's not a beauty. Look, in the lodging company that Osvaldo was telling me about earlier, right? Osvaldo, who stayed with us, was attended to buy one of these bots. This army of bots. It's a beauty, isn't it? So you can set up these kinds of things for your company, which simplifies the work of humans and makes us much more efficient and effective as such. Well, this is a whole new world. It would take me 8 hours to explain just what this platform does for your businesses and companies, just in case anyone wants it. That I can give a course or something. We have a course that even includes a free pass for those who want it, no problem. Okay, good. So this is the first thing we need, the software for management. Second, we need this app that you see here, which connects WhatsApp with the system so that the WhatsApp number, instead of just having it on your phone, you're going to have it now in a system as such, connecting your WhatsApp and integrating it with the system for the bots to handle costs $56 a month. The ability to configure the AI robot costs $59 a month. And there's one last cost, which is what you have to pay ChatGPT for using the intelligence, making the robot smart. That's really cheap. It actually costs 22 cents to serve 100 customers. But I set it at $5 just in case they handle a ton of customers, right? We put in $10 in November, and so far the money hasn't run out. But consider $5 a month, which I think is more than enough. In other words, to implement a robot that operates 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, you only need $181 a month. Much less than what it costs to hire a human. The difference is that while it's true this one will respond to you immediately, it doesn't get sick, it doesn't get tired, right? It doesn't ask for a raise. Nothing, right? But keep in mind that the human has to be a complement because the closing part is still important for a human to handle. Now, I'm sure in our estimates that by next year the robot will be able to do everything. And it would be really important for you not to wait, but to start getting involved right now, so that when that technology is finally here, you can sell a whole lot more, because you're going to have robots closing sales, and every day you're going to wake up and see the sales coming in automatically, right? Instead of you having to answer all the WhatsApp messages from your sales team. So $181. We have launched a campaign looking to boost businesses and companies. Get involved in these things, make it available and try it out and decide if you want to make it a decision. Good. Or if they want to take it as a decision like a haircut or a tattoo. And I have a special offer just for you. It's the first time we're doing this for companies in Ecuador, Colombia, and Peru. Okay. I want to talk to you about this here, and now I'm getting to the offer. Right now, in the lodging company, you see, we have the most Airbnbs in Ecuador. Right? Here I show you data beat story, right? Look, there are all our properties. We operate in 4 countries: Ecuador, Colombia, Peru, and Bolivia. There it is. Okay. To manage all these properties, we have a contact center. I don't think you can see me. I'm going to put it here so you can see it. There it is. Look, we manage all of this in Ecuador, Colombia, and Peru. These are all the properties we have on Airbnb. To be able to serve you, we have a contact center that operates 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. If we had that contact center in Ecuador, having support 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, it would cost us about $3,200. In Colombia, the base salary is a bit lower. It would cost us about $2,400, taking into account the extra charges for overnight support, night shifts, social benefits, among other things. In Peru, it would cost us $2,200 a month. Estimates from us, since we are a tech-savvy company. Currently, having support 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, just with humans, costs us $1,500. Look at how we've managed to reduce. With technology and automation, but without robots, using artificial intelligence. Still working on that. Okay, because we have support with humans there. Why were we able to reduce costs? Because we have many positions with this platform that serve clients from other countries, where sometimes the base salary budgets are lower, and that allows us to significantly reduce costs. Still. So, on the other hand, just look at the beauty of having a robot that can assist you 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. For just $181 a month. Okay. So that you don't just end up wishing, like, oh, that sounds nice. Yeah, I could do that. And so you can take action. We have a beautiful offer for you to get started, in which you all will be able to access this benefit, in which we're going to include a month free of the software we use to manage all the companies, to handle the sales processes, all in a beautiful way. We're going to give you 15 days. About the robot with artificial intelligence. We're going to give you the WhatsApp integrator so you can try it out and see how amazing it can be. We're going to give you a consulting session. Personalized. A consulting session where I or someone from my team will guide you for an hour. How to set it up for your businesses. And keep everything connected and running. Beautiful. And on top of that, we're going to give you a course about how it works. At this wonderful price. From $56 or $59. The link is right there. This promotion is only for today. Those who want it. Only until today, at midnight. It's the first time we're doing this. And those who want to, you can pay with a credit card and activate a subscription. And keep in mind that if you decide to continue later, you need to consider the actual minimum monthly cost. There we need to evaluate. We're going to guide you. If this budget would be fine, or if you would need something else. But in any case, so you can try this right away, we're going to give you over $700 in services for just $59 in the first month. And then you see if you want to continue. And if not, no worries, you can back out. You paid $59 and you learned a lot about these topics. For those who want it, here's the QR code. Scan it and send us a message on WhatsApp. Milagro will be answering you to send you the payment link. And with that, we can start scheduling the first session this week and help you set up these robots with artificial intelligence for your businesses and for your companies. Beautiful. I want to go now. Yes, to the Q&A session, because I know you have a lot of doubts and questions. I'm going to answer you all. Absolutely, all the questions that you have. First question, it says, Den. Can the robot serve X customers at the same time, I suppose? Or would it only need one? No, the thing is, the robot is a robot. Can serve simultaneously 500 up to 1,000. It's a robot, it's programming. So on that side, it's not a problem at all. The robot serves 365 days a year. That said, keep in mind that there's a fee to pay ChatGPT for using the artificial intelligence. That's 100 services. 100 services for 100 customers. 22 cents. We pay. In Peru, 1 sol. In Colombia, let's say 1,000 Colombian pesos. To serve 100 customers. Nothing. That's why I'm giving you an estimate of $5 a month, which you have to serve if it's 22 cents, let's say 25. This 100, that is, for every dollar you serve 400 customers. With $5, you're practically getting for 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 1,600 customers. A beauty. Okay, so keep an eye on that. They can handle it. Another question. David has another question here. He asks, could we integrate another AI that isn't ChatGPT? This specifically works with ChatGPT. So you wouldn't be able to integrate with others that aren't ChatGPT. But if you wanted to use others, for sure, more will come out later. There. We'll be able to guide you when that's ready so you can use it. Okay. More questions, any doubts you have? Looks like there aren't any. Is everything clear? Is everything clear, crystal clear? Any more questions? Well, I don't want to wear you out more. I want to thank you for your time. Here, Andres made a comment. He says, Luis, are you all helping me with the programming of everything? Or how would that work? Yes, Andres. We're giving you a session with someone from my team or with me, depending on availability, to set it up. Okay. And let's get it up and running because this is turnkey, my brother. My brother. Obviously, we're going to save a lot of time because keep in mind that the mega promotion we're doing right now is for $59. The first month. We're giving a lot more, but in business, you always have to give more than you receive. And it is our philosophy. It is what characterizes us. And well, I would love for them to have that. So nice to see you here, Andres. We'll see each other soon in Guayaquil. Well, for those who don't know him, Andres, he is one of the tough ones. A fusion. I imagine having seen this Peruvian company that is growing a lot. In the region and in Ecuador. It's also in Colombia. He's one of the top guys in Ecuador. It's him, and how cool that he's interested in this kind of technology. I won't keep you any longer. I want to thank you for your time.